Howdy folks, I'm Eric Williams and welcome to CapeCast, the official webcast of the Cape Cod Times. The subject today, a shocking mascot massacre right here at the Sports Port on West Main Street. Old Salt, who has adorned the front of this fishing and tackle store for 60 years or more, was struck and, I guess, killed by a motorist, who I think is okay, the motorist. But Old Salt is no more.
CapeCast.
Let's talk about what happened to Old Salt himself upon impact.
Well, he suffered from blunt trauma to the head region. Upon landing, it seems that he was decapitated on impact. And he's just a mess. He has tire treads up his jacket. There was his packing peanuts remains throughout the parking lot.
Oh, you hate to see that.
You do, I tried to sweep it out of the way before children, came in, so.
Old Salt was standing tall and proud like he had for 60 years. The gentle Cape Cod wind was just a-blowing in his beard. When off the road there came a car, he had no time to flee. And they found his head and body somewhere over by a tree. Old Salt, Old Salt.
Richard, we've had a relatively horrific incident here with Old Salt, the longtime mascot of the Sports Port. What do you think about all this?
Oh, it's a tragic thing to have happen. That's an icon. It's been here for years. And that's what you look for when you come down the road, that guy sitting in that boat.
So, Will, what can you tell us about Old Salt's importance to the business here, Sports Port, and also to the community around here and the people who are big fishermen out there?
It really became like an open sign. The store's kind of low from the street, kind of like dim. People can't see the sign in the door. So you see Old Salt, you pull in. That's what, every fisherman knows. He knows that you see him, you're open. A lot of people don't even know our name. They just know guy in rain suit in boat, which I think is hilarious.
So, Mike, tell us about your history with Old Salt. Seems like you've seen that old guy for a few years.
I used to come over to town from Katua with my grandfather and my uncle, do some shopping, and remember the windshield wipers on, and he'd be out there, Old Salt would, and every day since he's out there.
And that's back when you were a kid?
That's when I was a kid, yeah.
So, Will, what's going to happen? Can Old Salt be brought back?
He's going to have to be. I mean, he's a big part of sports. We're going to need to replace that boat, obviously, and do something about Old Salt.
Now, the rest of Old Salt is actually right behind you on the floor. It's almost like an ICU situation. Can you just sort of tell us the condition you got here? Are those tire treads right there?
Yes, those are tire treads. He's intensive care right now.
Have you heard any moaning or calling out for water or anything?
Well, we've put him into an induced coma. I don't want him to go through any suffering through the repair work. So he's just going to hang out and still be part of the store.
CapeCast.
Here we go.